Hello everyone. I want to welcome you to this science class. And today we are going to learn about properties of matter. And under properties of matter, we are going to talk about mixtures. Mixtures. So before we talk about mixtures, we are going to know the definition of the word mixture. And then we have some words, or we call them terminologies, that we are going to learn. Now, what is a mixture? So a mixture is a substance that contains one or more substances. A mixture is a substance that contains one or more substances. For example, if you take salt, you mix with sugar and also soil. You can see there's a mixture of three substances. So such a substance that contains two or more, we call it a mixture. I want to give you a very good example of mixtures. For example, look at air. Air is a combination of different gases. For example, we have oxygen, we have nitrogen, we have carbon dioxide, and other gases like helium, neon, and argon. Therefore, air is a mixture. Apart from that, we have blood. Blood is also a mixture of different components. For example, in blood, we have red blood cell, white blood cell, we have plasma, and platelets. So all those things, when you bring them together, we get blood. So blood is also a mixture of different components. Now, I've given you an example of mixtures. I've talked about air and blood. After that, we have some words that we must know when we're talking about mixtures. There are some words that we must know. The first word that we are going to learn about is solute. Can you say solute? Now, what is a solute? You can see a solute is a solid substance that dissolves in a liquid. For example, you can see what I have here with me here. This is a spoon of sand. If I put this, salt. If I put this salt in water, it will dissolve. Therefore, salt is an example of solute. Apart from salt, we may have sugar. Sugar is another example of solute. We may have glucose. So those solids that dissolve in a solvent, and we are going to look at what the solvent. So those kind of solids that dissolve, we call them solute. The other word is solvent. Now, solvent is now the liquid in which the solute dissolves. A good example of a solute, of a solvent is water. You can see this is my water. Therefore, water is a solvent. Apart from water, we also have other solvents like we have paraffin, we may have milk, we may have spirits. So all those are liquids, okay? Therefore, we call them solvent. But there is something that you should know about solvent. That water is called a universal solvent. Why do you call it universal solvent? We call it universal solvent because most solids are able to dissolve in water. Therefore, water becomes a universal solvent. Apart from solvent, you also have another one called solution. Now, solution is a mixture. If you take now the solute and the solvent, you put them together, what you are going to get is what is called a solution. And you can see that. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. In this container, there's my container. I want to put the solute, and my solute today is salt. So I will simply take 1 spoonful of salt. So this is my salt, which is the solute. Okay, the solute is now the liquid, which is salt. I will put it in the container there. Then I will take my solvent. In this case, I'm using water. I will pour water inside, and then I can stir. You can see? I can stir. Now, if you look at what I'm having here, now I have a mixture of the two. So in this container, I have a mixture of water and salt, and they have dissolved. So this is what we mean. So salt was my solute, water is the solvent, and then now what I'm having here is the salty water. Now salty water is the solution. So you must understand those three words: solute, solvent, and solution. The other word that you must also understand, we have what is called insoluble solute. You say insoluble solute. Good. Now, insoluble solutes are those liquids, are those solids. They are those solids that when you put in a solvent, they are not able to dissolve. A good example of insoluble solute is sand. Here with me, I have sand. You can see this is sand. I want to put it in water. So this is my water. I have my water here. If I put this sand in this water here, and then I stir, I can stir it even for 3 minutes, but still you can see, you are able to see, I still have my sand under the container. Therefore, that shows that this sand is not able to dissolve. Therefore, it is insoluble solute. Then the other one, we have what is called now the soluble solute. Soluble solutes are now those solids that if you put in water, they dissolve. We have just mixed sand, we have just mixed salt with water, and you have seen, we have gotten our salt solution or salty water. Therefore, soluble solute are those solids that when you put in a solvent, they are able to dissolve and form one mixture. Then we have what is called mixable liquids. Mixable liquids. Now, mixable liquids, these are liquids that if you put them together, they are able to mix and form one layer. For example, if you mix water and milk are able to mix together and form one layer. Now, when such happens, then that one layer is called homogeneous solution. The word homogeneous is here. We have homogeneous solution. We have a case where two liquids cannot mix together. For example, I want us to do it together so that you can see. If you take water and you mix it with oil, let's confirm if they will mix or they will not mix. Now, in my container here, I've just used the same container. This is my water. I've just put water inside. And then I want to add some, this is cooking oil. Let me add cooking oil here to see how we are going to form. Now look on this. Let's just put it close so that you can see. You can see we have two layers here. Okay. We have, you can see water is at the bottom and oil is on top. Therefore, it shows that oil and water cannot mix. Therefore, such layers, we are going to form two layers. One layer is for water, another layer is for oil. Such kind of mixture, they form different layers, and we call it heterogeneous solution. We call it heterogeneous solution. So we have very many liquids that are not able to mix. But for today, we have learned some words that we are going to use as we progress with the topic. So you must know all those words. We have solute, we have solvent, we have solution, we have insoluble solute, then we have soluble solute, and then mixable liquids and immiscible liquids. Otherwise, up to where we have reached, I know you have learned and you have enjoyed the topic. So next time when we meet, we are going to discuss how to increase the solubility of a liquid. If you want salt to dissolve very, very fast in water, what do you need to do? Otherwise, I want to stop there, and I believe you have enjoyed your lesson.